Hi guys, it's Eva speaking. Welcome to a Sims 4 speed build video. Today I built a house for the 7 Toddler challenge. This house is perfectly suited to play the 7 Toddler challenge in it. So it has not much unnecessary design stuff, and it is mostly built for necessary stuff to take care, very good for the kids. So it is not so much everything pinky and nice and oh, it's so cute, but it's more like, how can I take care of 7 toddlers in the best way without collapsing. And so somehow it is functional optimized, if this is a correct way to say it. And yeah, you just saw me building a big block and some walls, and here the front is colorful in rainbow colors, but the rest is like all the houses in Wittenberg, so more old-fashioned, because I like it, and I built this in Wittenberg, and so I thought it would be nice if this fits into the landscape. And here this left one, the first one, is the sleeping room for the toddlers, and the other one is the sleeping room for the mommy. And I bought the most expensive bed for mommy with the best sleeping efficiency. So this house is very efficient. It should be so. And I tested it. I played the 7 Toddler challenge, and the house worked very good in the end. So this bed is one part of the efficiency, because when mommy goes to bed, she only needs few hours to be fully recovered. And here is the next efficiency. I bought the most expensive bathtubs. In these bathtubs, bathing is much faster than in cheaper bathtubs. And I have 7 potties there, which I found out is not necessary. 4 potties is enough, so you will see me change this house later in the end of this video. So this is how I thought it's a good idea, and later I did some changes, play tested somehow after 4 days of playing. Okay, and here I made a additional bathroom for mommy, because she sometimes needs her peace when she wants to take a shower or go to the toilet herself. And here's the kitchen, again with the most expensive fridge and stove. They don't break, and she has 2 dishwasher, because then it's easier to clean up. And these expensive stoves, they make the best food, because in the beginning mommy can't cook at all. She is totally new from Create a Sim. And here you saw me putting some tables, and this is because the kids are able to grab food portions, servings, from tables or counters, and then they find a place to sit and eat it. And here there's a small room for a butler. I thought maybe I will need a butler. James Turner, who invented this challenge, he uses a butler frequently, but I didn't need one. But if you need one, there is a special room for the butler with his own toilet, and so the butler has his space that he needs. Yeah, and here I put a little toilet in the entrance. I definitely didn't need it, but it was okay, so it was not disturbing. And there are mirrors, because toddlers can use mirrors to, I think, to learn how to talk to themselves or so. So they gain skills from this. Okay, and here I put different places with toys. And I really love this round quarter tables from the kids. It's a little bit hard to put them together, but they are so sweet somehow and useful. And the other side of the big room is the hallway, is the playroom. Here I have some doll houses, because always in one dollhouse only 2 kids can play, and so there's are enough doll houses for the kids. Yeah, and there I'm trying a little bit, and here I put these high chairs, and finally I will delete them all, because they are not only nearly useless, they are disturbing, because the Sims like to put the toddler inside, and then the toddler is like in jail. It can't go out and it's crying, and if the adult has a lot to do, then this can be really bad for the poor toddler. And that's why I got rid of them in the end. And the eating process takes much longer than the other, where you cook a party meal and then put it on. In the end I used this round kids table for putting the food, and then I told the kids, "You come and take something," and they went to the next sofa and ate, and that went perfectly good. Here I have a table for the adults, but as I didn't need a nanny or butler, I didn't need a big table. And here I have a room upstairs. This is not needed. This was to find out how many kids can manage to come upstairs. And there are these toddler tablets, and I thought only when the toddler is able to climb the stairs, so after some days, then they could reach these tablets, and in the beginning they have to live without. And yeah, and I wanted to see whether the kids go up there to play and sit, and they can read books, and there are more doll houses and everything. And yeah, it was okay. After some days I saw the kiddies bringing tablets down, and I knew, okay, they have been upstairs, and some of them liked to go there, but it's definitely not needed, this room. But I liked it somehow. And it's nicer for the shape of the house that you have a room out upstairs. And then I thought, okay, then I can use it. And I'm shifting this table, and later in the first days of playing, I found out that the way from the sleeping room to the eating area is too far. So hungry toddlers always needed too long to go from the when they woke up totally hungry. It was not so nice seeing them, how they had to struggle to reach the eating area fast. So that's why I changed it later. You will see it. in some minutes. And here I do the roofing, and in such huge houses I find it a little bit difficult. So huge block houses that are not higgledy-piggledy, but more like, yeah, like this. I find it difficult to make a nice roofing, but I think in the end it worked out quite well with these roofs that go a little bit inside. It looks nice. And here I have a small roof at the entrance. And I like this house. It was fun to play inside. And then as I'm content with the rooms inside, and I know, okay, I will leave it like that, more or less, then I started to do the windows. And I put some red windows because I thought this fits for the kids somehow. The outside of the house is not very kid-like, only the windows and the entrance area. And so this is still Windenburg, but Windenburg for toddlers. Yeah, that's the outside more or less. Okay, and then I do a little bit of gardening, and it's a pity for the toddlers there is nearly nothing for the outside, so they have nothing to play outside. The only thing that is interesting, they can do what is this and watch things and improve their thinking, and they can run around. But and here I put a fish tank inside because I thought for mommy it would be good to watch the fishes. That is an easy way to improve the mood, to get her some fun. But the toddlers can't watch the fishes and become happy. They can only do a what is this with the fish tank. And that's a pity, because this is a perfect way to get fun in a nice way without television or video games and computers and so. And here I'm struggling with the carpets, and somehow I always have a hard time finding carpets that I really like. In the end, somehow I always decide for the same carpets, because the most of the carpets, they are too gross somehow. These that I have there, I changed them in the end because they were too much somehow. It hurt in the eyes. All of them. And maybe you would like them for this, because for kids you can do other things than for adults. And here I'm decorating the sleeping room. And in the sleeping room there is only the beds and a bookshelf for the good night story, and a little wardrobe and a big teddy bear, but nothing else to play, because I don't want the kiddies to play in the sleeping area. They only have to sleep there, because not to disturb other sleeping kids. Oh, and an important thing that I didn't knew when I built this, and that I didn't knew when I played my Seven Toddler challenge, I only found out later. These toddlers, they have nightmares very often, and there is one thing you can do against it. There is this monster lamp, this lamp against monsters for the kids, and this works also against the nightmares. So there are only very sometimes they still have nightmares, and without this lamp they have it every day. But you have to put one lamp above each bed. So not one lamp in the room, that doesn't work at all. The lamp has to be above the head side of the bed. And then they don't get as much nightmares, they sleep better, and they are in the better mood in the daytime, and it's very, very good. So if you do the 7 Toddler challenge, put some lamps into this house. You can download it. My origin ID is omatana, as the name of my channel, a part of the name of my channel, and you can find it in the description below how it's written. And yeah, now I have some final looks, and that was the first version, and then I played for 3 or 4 days, and I thought, okay, I better change something, because the way from the sleeping room to the eating area was too far, and therefore I moved the bathroom to the side, and I made the kitchen and the eating area in the middle of the house. And this worked really, really good. So from this time on I was really happy, and had not more so the problems with the kids were going down to a minimum. And I reduced the potties from 7 to 4. That was enough. And I got rid of all the high chairs. No more high chairs in this house, because they are really not needed. They only disturb you when gaming. If you love the high chairs, for sure you could put them into the house, but I would advise not to use the high chairs. So, and now I put the kitchen in the middle, and I make the adults table smaller, because I thought, for what? And even if I would have adults for help, butlers, nannies, or maybe visitors, everybody could sit at the sofa to eat. And I made a fence there for the kitchen, because I thought it's good if mommy can do the cooking without being disturbed, and it could be a danger for the kids. So if there's a fire, then the kids are not so close by. And there I put a barbecue or a grill. I have to find out whether you call it grill or barbecue. Because the Sims love to prepare food on it. They love to eat it, and the toddlers love it too. And I think the program thinks the food from the barbecue is better for the health and for the body, because people don't get so thick from eating barbecue stuff, like the roasted potatoes and roasted chicken. I don't know how it is with the hamburgers. I guess this is not so good for the figure. But I haven't found out yet. Only with roasted fish and roasted potatoes and so on. And here a nice corner with some flowers. So I have to rearrange everything in this area where we have the bathroom. I put this playing stuff, but I kept the dollhouses near the dining area, and this really worked good. I was quite happy with it. So here I decided to take this carpet. I always use this carpet because in the end my eyes feel most happy with this carpet, or others that are calming and not so wild. But the other one, this green and red, I like for hippie houses. And here is a little bit decorative nonsense, but here we had place for it. Okay, and I put all the fire equipment, because I thought, okay, when I put the barbecue inside, it's better to have this fire preventing equipment. Your fire alarm and the sprinkler. I don't know whether you say sprinkler. And then I thought a little bit decoration for mommy is nice too. And she has a bookshelf there for her. And later that's it already. Okay, I closed the door for mommy because then she could sleep better. Yeah, now we have a little flight around the house and several screenshots. I hope you like the house and the building, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and all the best till next time. Tschüss.